Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here, and I'm back for some more crazy Minecraft, as my invisible man in armor routine clearly shows. Uh, let's face it, it happens. Now, the thing is, I'm back to this dimension because I realized trying to fight them in lava isn't really that bad. It actually gives me quite an advantage. So, yeah, also I'm accumulating winter gifts. So there will be a serious winter gift opening. I don't know if that will be this episode or next, because I'd like to accumulate a lot and then go on a big scanning party. And speaking of which, where'd my did I put my thing somewhere? Ah, I might need to use that later whenever I do that. So I just needed to know where my soul caser was. I was about to get worried there for a moment. Yeah. So okay. So let's see here. I want to fight more of the bosses. Right now it should be in an inactive mode, so I should be able to get that fairly easily. And then I should be able to see what all I need. Now, luckily, in this mod, here in Arcana RPG, every boss is clearly labeled as a boss. Like, it literally has that in the name, like Boss Ghost Wither, which was very nice timing. However, that's not meant for what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get a very particular set of bosses, the ones that give me the different pieces uh, that I need to get to the very special dimension of Montaigne. Right here is another big boss run, actually. At least I think so. I think it's kind of like the tree. It's like a giant structure, so it's kind of like the sunset dimension, which I've been using more and more as a base. I mean, if I do more runs in the ether, I'm going to accumulate so many blocks. I realize now with that trick up my sleeve, I do not have to worry about capturing and then like spawning them in with an auto spawner. I can literally just commit to that cycle and just get tons over and over. Brangle, no, you're not one of the ones in the overworld that I need. Oh yeah, that is in this version of Grimoire of Gaia too. It just wouldn't have the a special, incredibly rare drop of the. This is one of them I have to face, but I want to prepare for that one a little bit. Well, actually, I do have some swords that might work because you have to use Void against Void when it comes to the Void Lord. So I think I'm going to use one of those swords that I got from the Black Knight because it has a lot of Void damage. So that's going to be a thing. I just don't know how the other things are going to go. But yeah, special prep on that one. But yeah, thing is, I've been using that as a base, and if I do, I can also like accumulate humongous amounts of blocks from the ether. Cursed Remnant, I've already fought you. You were a nice item in a chest that I just randomly got. Uh, but that might happen again. I know it has some decent drops actually. Dark Knight, fought you already. You have been denied. I did catch an extra, so in case I decide to spawn them in a somewhat more uh, renewable fashion, then yeah. Bandit leader, nah, dealt with you in a different way. Come on, full bosses, full boss. Mega Stone Golem. Okay, this is one that I need. From what I hear, its defenses aren't really that bad. Okay, now it's reporting that it didn't get that whole thing in, and it gets the whole thing saying that it needs some RF and some MB of the fluid and stuff. So I know that that means it's kind of prepped. So all I need to do is deposit one of these, and I need to get myself ready to fly. I'll catch one just in case, and then prepare to fight. Thing is, this sword, the Crystallium Destroyer, should be pretty good against it, and even Mjolnir should, because its defenses aren't really that incredible compared to some of the others. I really should have fought that one first, actually. So kind of a funny story there. It should have actually been my first one if I was trying to go up in order of difficulty. The Black Knight is actually pretty far down the list, so it won't be quite that bad. Oh, I keep forgetting that you can't do that. Although you can do this. Okay, it's not auto-emitting, so that's good. so I can prepare to take flight. Okay, and as before, I should get a pet out, specifically my Cacodemon. Okay, so Cackles, we're getting ready, because this boss doesn't really have that crazy of a defense. Mega Stone Golem, 200 HP, and apparently... Wow, did it actually prorate it? Or is there more? Oh, my Wisp is taking environmental damage. Oh, I mean, not, well, kind of. It's taking area damage because that thing has a stomp attack. Oh, well, I don't think this thing will concern invisibility or not because most bosses do not. Okay, how good is this? Oh yeah, this is a decent bow. I might be able to gun this one down. And assign, oh, that did not actually deal any damage. Is this thing immune to, it's immune to projectiles. So that's a thing. Apparently it's not fully immune to that, but very minimal damage. Maybe the defenses are better than I thought. Have to be careful though. So I do not know how strong this thing hits. Oh, I sure hit it though. 41 points of damage on a flying critical. 42. The answer is 42. That's how much damage I dealt this thing. 41. Not quite 42. Oh, do not be there when it stops. I hear that deals a lot of damage. Okay, okay. So there's only one. That concerns me somewhat. I would like to grab an extra, but this might not be possible this time. I mean, I only got... Well, I can go back and do this again, so... I mean, I have some liquid asgardite that I can spare. Ooh. My poor companion is really taking the hits. Ooh, I got the trophy. Sweet! I got the trophy. Yeah, you don't have any more fluid. I got 3 diamonds? And the trophy? Oh my gosh, that's more than fair. I got this dungeon piece. Okay, am I putting these all in... Nope, that's the other one. Okay, so the dungeon piece I'm putting in here. Boss trophy. I mean, that's gonna go good in my little area. I've been kind of thinking of exactly how to do. I think I know how I'm gonna handle it. Because I was able to expand my area by so much because of all those blocks from the ether. So I'm probably going to use that. Wait, did I have some... Oh, I could have stacked them in there. But yeah, I'm probably going to do it in that area as kind of a special array. So that's going to look really cool. So Mega Stone Golem is down, and that was a very brief fight. I didn't even have to whip out the meteorite set for magnetization, so sometimes they won't walk off this area. That's nice to know. So I guess because it's usually fought underground, that one usually decides it doesn't have to stray too far. It doesn't really think of going everywhere. Okay, so that's the thing. There is no better way to scroll this. There really is not. That's kind of a disappointment, but oh well. I mean, it lets you go through everything in the game, so fair enough. I mean, I call that a fair trade. And I did get the trophy, so that was sweet. That was like first time trophy. Yeah. Oh, I think I got hit with a meteor. Wow, how much blast resistance does this thing have? And yes, officially I found out this isn't volcanic eruption, this is meteors. So, yeah, that's... Oh, and it did unveil the cave. I'm just gonna throw some blocks down here so they're not directly in my inventory, but at the same time I'm not, you know, just letting them go. There's reasons why I place blocks instead of just throw them out. Because you can always get them back later, as long as they survive, which is apparently a serious concern in this area. And whenever these meteors happen, the upside is they actually create some of this crystallium ore. So that means that technically it's renewable. Although it tends to blow up a lot of blocks in its path, so I can imagine the amount of cobblestone needed to give it a place to hit. Because what I understand, you don't actually see the meteor drop, it just explodes. So it needs to explode on something. So if you were to, oh, say, create an area of cobblestone, uh, which is nicely renewable by a cobblestone generator, then you could theoretically just let it land in the area multiple times and get all sorts of deposits. Well, mainly these cool deposits here and this nice ore that I've made my armor out of. You know, because of flight advantage, I do believe I perfected that boss. I don't think I took a hit. Yeah, my armor is perfectly fine. I don't remember taking a hit myself. However, my poor companion, oh my gosh, seriously, that deals area damage, although not as much as you'd think. So again, that one was actually supposed to be a lower tier boss, not a higher. So the fact that I fought it later on doesn't really mean much. I just didn't know the suggested order. So I didn't realize that the Black Knight's actually farther down on the list. So my bad. So not contents, not in order. And yeah, there's very little chance that that meteor's going to immediately hit this area again, so I should be fine. And so far, all this has really cost me in terms of food supply is 1 loaf of bread, so I'm good. Okay, now back to this before I was interrupted by a, oh, come on, by a meteor attack. I'm surprised this made it. This has to have a high blast resistance, or maybe it's only certain blocks are allowed to be destroyed that way. I mean, it could be that way. It could be that it's basic. You know, that might actually negate my whole argument about the cobblestone making it unlimited, unless it's specifically whitelisted. Because if it's whitelisted only, like it only destroys certain blocks rather than any that's not specifically blacklisted or considered indestructible, then, well, some things might not work, some things might. So I'd have to check about that. So could I make this forever? That's an interesting question. Okay, I'm getting close to the area because there's Boss Brangle. I need to see Boss Mega Stone Golem to know that I was getting past it. Midnight Titan. No way. Cursed Ring, Ice Spirit. Dark Knight. Okay, so it was pretty far down the list. How many frequencies are there? Probably one for each thing, period, which there is. That's the point. Okay, let me see here. Void Ripper. Megastone Golem, getting close. Ghost Wither, no, that's a special one. Montane Trader, interesting idea. I can literally make some villagers. That would be cool. The big golem, no, don't want to deal with that right now. Those things are powerful. I've dealt with them before, but they are a hassle. Let me see. I know the Undead Warlord is one of them that I need to take out. That's probably good. Or maybe the Spectre. That's the wrong Spectre. I don't believe that's the one. I think it's Boss Spectre, because again, all these are labeled clearly. Undead Warlord. I'll accept that is my next one. You won't be able to complete that because of that, so. Okay, so that summarizes that one. Okay, the Undead Warlord. If it really does keep doing them one at a time, then I won't be able to get extras like I did before. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting that. You have to do it this way. Okay, so let's start emitting. Oh, he might be trapped in the crater. Hell, this might err in my favor. If I knock him over, oh my gosh, this could be funny. Holy snap! There's tons of them. They're everywhere. My gosh. Did not see that happening. Okay. Did that? Okay, they're really resistant to that. Problem is that they also make tons of minions, some which I'll have to pound with a really big hammer. That part's easy. Oh! Wow, they are weak to magic. Uh-oh. They seem to regen. I'm gonna have to isolate them if I can. Okay, are any of you able to be lured away, please? Mini zombies? Are those itty bitty zombies? Oh, they're goblins. Okay. There's a lot of things going. There's gonna be a ton of minions. Okay. Okay, so he does regen. I need to draw him away from the... I can't draw him away from the full swarm, that would be a problem. But I can just... Could try to smack everything else out of the way too while I'm at it. We're in the age of spam clicking. That can work. Did I already destroy one? I think I destroyed it. Okay, there are things down there. I need to just destroy the minions. But yep, I see what I want. It's down there. In a pile of stuff. These goblins have gold. That seems like something that's like totally an aphorism or something. There is a ruby sword with good magic on it. Okay. That happened. Big thing I really wanted was... Oh, please make sure that I can... Okay, I got it. The dungeon piece. That's what I really needed. Of course, I'll take some gold. I have other sources for bones, thank you, so... Okay, that's 3 out of 5. I'll take the bones anyhow, I guess. No biggie. Real problem is now there's a ton of them over there. Although I suppose I could retrieve it somehow. Well, it's not looking like much of an option. Well, then again, with it perched over there, I could use my magnetism to retrieve that and let these guys just kind of hang out. I might not... Well, okay, I think I'll capture one as I was planning. I'll go into magnet mode. I'll go into magnet mode. Because I know an interesting trick happens here. If you have this thing set to capture and you shoot something, then the ball will be attracted back up to you after it hits. So you can just do this auto-retrieval thing. Yoink! Gotcha. Okay, you just deal with them down there. Luckily, this guy has no range. It's all melee. So thank you, magnetism. There are so many times where that's so useful. But there's also the... Oh wait, that's right. I wanted to retrieve that first. The power of my hammer being super quick, I can retrieve this object. You distract him, I take this. More present. I'm okay with more present. That fills me up and I need an extra slot. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh, they're routing around. Thor's hammer. Good, good, good. Yoink! Aha! Gotcha. Okay, follow me, Cackles. We are getting out of here for a moment and finding a better spot. Let's just hope that they don't just follow us forever like normal zombies. Because I need to find a different boss to fight. Preferably in a similar type landscape, like... here might be a decent spot. Kind of. Need a... That's... Well, this is a decently fair mountain. Oh. Oh. This could really help. Yeah, I spawn them around this stuff. Because that's liquid ooze. That is some dangerous stuff. So, if they fall into that, that would be very convenient. Very convenient indeed, and I guess I'm just going to have to throw that in there anyhow. Because I'm going to need a few spots for this. Osmium helmet. Decent sword prize. It says it's legendary, but it doesn't have any void damage. It has magic, though. It has Wind's Wrath, so it can throw stuff upwards, so that's cool. Okay, so let's do another boss fight. I will position this dangling over here for my personal convenience. Okay. Okay, so we know that, for one thing, that doesn't work very well. Okay, so I have fought the Mega Stone Golem. I've fought the Black Knight. I've fought the Undead Warlord. Out of the bosses, I need to fight the Void Lord and the Spectre. And specifically the boss Spectre. Don't worry, you'll revive in a little while. Unless you're completely immune, in which case you'll be making that sound for a while, which would be very... never mind. Come on. Boss Spectre. Not regular Spectre, Boss Spectre. A very particular thing here. Cursed Remnant. Dark Knight. There was a duck. The duck is not a boss, it's just a duck. Okay, let me see here. Blue. Exodus. Nope, not him. That's farther along usually. Hope I didn't skip over it. Nope, there's Undead Warlord, so I know I'm just coming up back to where I was. The Spectre. Yeah, 949. Oh my gosh, the Void Lord is before this one somewhere in the frequency list. I don't think it does it on difficulty. I think it just chooses. So that one doesn't know exactly what it's doing. And yeah, I did something that involved getting a lot of cooked fish. In fact, because that's a little better than bread, I might want to swap up for a while. So yeah, okay. So let's do this thing. I empty that there. I tell it to emit and then fly away a bit. Now this boss doesn't have much defense normally, but if it goes invisible, it has a lot of defense. Oh yeah, that's right. Did you whiff? Okay, you whiffed before. Okay, that one's invisible. But again, that doesn't matter to everything. Oh, you're drilling this one. I don't think it has regen. Also, I'm fireproof. I think it's trying to use fire shots against me. Dex. Yoink. Yeah, I think I'm actually okay because this armor grants me invulnerability. Grants me lips. The armor grants me magnetism, but the form grants me fire resistance. Okay. I think they're all immune to arrows. That's terribly inconvenient. They're probably not immune to this. Ah! My companion again. It happens. I'm nauseated. Partially blinded. That was slightly damaging. Ding ding ding. Quack 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 quack. I'm not sure why I'm doing the Oz thing. Yoink. Thank you. Thank you. Come again. Whoa! Silverium stuff. It looks like I only need the boots for a whole set. Oh, there's the other one. Yeah, this is a bit quicker. Apparently the void damage gets right through. It's temporarily invulnerable to both physical and magic during this time. Oh, I got a perfect set. And I think that was the last one! Oh my gosh, that was so perfect. Okay, celebratory fish. Yeah, that was awesome. In fact, for a little more celebration, I might do something a little different. Let me just line this armor up in here, just because. Oh, will you stop going into... Ooh, magical gems. I'll have to remember to get more of that guy. Because those are for not only making things directly, and I mean, like, various things that are cool, including, like, wands, but you can also trade with them with certain villagers, so... Yeah, this is very useful stuff. It has tons of uses. So that's a good to know that I have a source of that now. Wait. I mean, dare I? Dare I unleash the big one? I don't know. I mean, +7 void damage and the Void Lord might be able to go down with this. But, I have a lot of presents, and I'd like to end off with the presents, right, actually. Also, it might be good to get my wisp out of the... Here. Oh. Oh well, they'll be back in about 20 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to do winter gifts, apparently. I'll keep that kind of on hand. So let's prepare to do winter gifts. Because that's definitely going to be a thing. I'm going to get various scans and stuff, and then next time I might have more gifts to do around the end of the episode, because there's a very special one that should show up on Christmas itself, and it's a big box. It's always a humongous encounter with creatures, but I need the scans, so that's actually pretty fair.
Ugh, here's your present.
Okay. Pale soup. Nice. It has resistance, and the amber cake gives you speed. You know, this would also be useful against the bosses, actually, so maybe it's a good idea that I started doing this in between. Oh, 4 ender pearls. Sweet. The gooderness.
Good tidings I bring from me.
Especially when you're the guy who does the voice. Not even kidding. That's how this works. Wendigo. Okay. Watch out. He's going to try to range. Arctic Artisan. Yoink. Beware the ooze. It is very bad. Very, very bad stuff. Oh yeah, that worked out nicely. Okay. Yeah. So got my scan. Got presents. So it's going good.
Ugh, here's your present.
Emeralds and gold. Sweet. Might have more space in. Oh my gosh, not so much. Um, you might be assisting me in another fashion because I'm going to throw some common materials into your inventory and you'll help me hold on to that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's do more presents. Yay. Rudolph!
Good tidings I bring from me.
Ouch. Did I... Oh, please don't... No! No! Not on Christmas Eve! Please, no! Don't do this. Don't do this. Please, don't fully crash. Let me get out of this with some damage or something, but please don't crash. No! Goodbye, everybody!